Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com, and in this video I'll be showing you some out-of-the-box ideas I came up with using the contents of the February 2015 My Paper Pumpkin kit from Stampin' Up! Titled Layers of Gratitude. In this kit you'll get enough supplies to make 8 accordion 3D cards and box-shaped envelopes. You can put together your cards as is according to the directions and create fabulous pinnable projects quickly with no creativity required, because the kits include everything that you need, including the stamps and the ink, pre-cut and scored papers and envelopes, embellishments, special adhesives, the directions. Stampin' Up! Even puts out a how-to video. Or you can go beyond and think outside the paper pumpkin box. In my videos, I show you how to create alternate projects with the contents of the paper pumpkin kits. I share all sorts of fun projects in videos and on my blog. Let me just show you a few here. I even share more ideas privately with my personal paper pumpkin subscribers. These are little puppets. Follow me on Pinterest and the ideas will never end. Not a subscriber yet? You'll want to be after checking out what can be created with these very affordable kits. I'm excited to share, so let's get started. Keep in mind that any extra tools that I use in this video can be purchased from me in my online store. Because I have a lot of ideas to share, I've split my paper pumpkin video for this month into 2 videos. So you're watching part 2 of 2 right now. Just want to quickly show you again the project that was intended for this kit. Here's the 3D envelope, the box envelope, and this is the card that you are to make with the contents of the kit. You can make 8 of these. But again, I think outside the box and create all different kinds of things. So my next idea is to take 2 of those cards, 2 of the accordion cards, and using a bone folder, we're going to make sure that those creases are nice and tight. Now, this project with 2 of them will fit into an envelope, so I'm going to show you quickly how to assemble the envelope, because we're not going to put any felt inside. So this thickness is going to be about the same as this thickness. Does that make sense? Okay. So how do we put the envelope together? You get adhesive when you get the kit, little strips of adhesive. You want to make sure that you've folded all of these pieces, and you can do that again with the bone folder's assistance. Just make sure everything's nice and crisp. And there is a trick for putting together boxes with adhesive where you have to kind of float the image up in the air. I'll show you that trick real quick. So take your adhesive, and let's say this is where I want the box to be connected, right here. So I'm going to put adhesive there, but instead of trying to figure it out right here, I'm going to flatten it down. So flatten this top piece, or this side piece down, flatten this side piece down, and connect. And then when you pop it up, see that? It works. It's fabulous. Okay, then we just grab a couple more pieces of adhesive without peeling apart the backing there. Put those along the side, peel off the backings, and then you just make sure this is nice and centered and press it down. And now we have the box for our mini album that we're going to make. So you've got 2 of these accordion cards, and we're going to connect them. So you have to flip one of them so that it's going the opposite direction. So use a little bit of your tape runner adhesive, and if you intertwine them like this and then flatten them down, you've got a very, very long little accordion card or mini album. So now you can just decorate it up, put photos on the inside, and when you're done decorating it, you get this. So all the black pieces are where you would add photos, and then I just use the stamps and the inks to decorate where you would add journaling. And you have a nice long album. Now this technique here is another direct-to-paper technique. I showed direct-to-paper in the first video, and this just gives it more of a pattern instead of just looking like it's sponged on. But there's more. Now you flip it over and you decorate that side as well. So then you've got even more places for photos. I can see this little accordion album being great for end of the year, or you know, any time of the school year when you're collecting class photos. A child could put all their class photos in here of their friends and have a friends book little album of pics. And we spelled it wrong because there is no C felt letters, but you know, that's, you know, you have to kind of be imaginative. And then I took the part of one of the S's and attached it to one of the stick pieces, probably from the H or the T or something. So that's how I came up with pics. And if you trim off just a little bit of that flap, you can tuck it in. And now it looks kind of like a little crayon box for holding your class picture. One of the fun cardstocks that we carry is our shimmery white cardstock. And I don't know if you can see it here. The lighting's kind of bad, but it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, a shimmer, as if it was sprayed with glitter. And so we're going to cut that to 6 3/4, and then we're going to fold it in half at 4 1/4. We have a little bit extra long card here, so we'll have to find a special envelope for that, or you can just give it as is. But then I thought, you know, our circles kind of look like bubbles. So we're going to get that stamp set back out. And what we did is we stamped those circles all over randomly on the background, and then added the negative part of the word thanks from the felt letters, cut off the excess, added some ribbon, some twine around it, and now we have a shimmery, bubbly, water-looking thank you card that we can give to somebody after they buy us a trip to, oh, I don't know, a cruise in the Bahamas or something. So there we go. This next one is a super fun idea. What you'll need are 2 of the assembled boxes and some green cardstock. I'm using the garden green. The length is 9 1/4. And the score marks are at 1 3/4, 3 1/16, 6 1/8, and 7 7/16. Yep, there you go. For all you math challenge people, just, you know, what you can do is just wrap it around it and form the folds when you wrap it around your box. Okay, after you've done that, then you're going to take your fringe scissors and you're going to trim about halfway down, all the way. Grass. We're making grass. Yay! So I've got my 2 boxes, and I'm going to grab our extra large oval punch and go down and give that a punch. And then I'm going to line these puppies up. Making pencil marks will help. So now you've got 2 boxes with handles that line up. We're going to tape those together. Just put adhesive all along the back of one of your boxes. And now you've got a little box that stands up. When it was just one of them, it's not that sturdy, but 2 of them together, fabulous. And you'll take some adhesive. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so you get the idea. We are making a little cute Easter basket. For those of you that celebrate Easter, it's coming up, so this kit is just in time for that. Let's decorate some eggs. To make your eggs, you're going to start with some of your card base, your accordion card base. Take one of your pattern stamps and take 1/2 of one of the sections and just start stamping. There, and now you have that light and dark look of the triangles. To make this basket of Easter treats a little bit more fun, I brought in some other colors from past paper pumpkin kits. And of course you have them in the spot size like this. So from the July 2014 Wish Big kit, there's Blackberry Bliss. From the September 2014 Beautiful Bags kit, there's the Tangelo Twist color. And then from the one right that we got recently, January 2015, the Real Red. And so let's turn this around. Let's start with the Blackberry Bliss. And let's try that same idea that I did with the Pool Party ink. But this time I'm not going to re-ink my stamp at all. I'm going to start from the bottom and move up slowly. The darker the color, the easier it is to get that effect. Now let's try another pattern with the Real Red. And with the Tangelo Twist, I did something similar to what I did with the Blackberry Bliss. I started with the dark color and then without re-inking just stamped, stamped, stamped. So you can get all these different little patterns depending on what color you use. See, I think this worked better with the darker colors, same thing with this, but I would say that this type of effect where I used the word stamp and stamped it over and over and over again to get kind of a squiggly little pattern worked better with the lighter colors. Now what we do is we take our punch, and this is the extra large oval punch, and we're going to punch out all of our eggs. I punched out way more than I needed, and that's okay. It's always fun to pick and choose. So now the idea is to stick and put these in here and adhere them to your box. You can have some sticking out the front. So I've added all my eggs. This one I've added with dimensionals. The rest I just put a little bit of adhesive behind and stuck it down flat. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking that twine that came in the kit and I'm wrapping it around the handle. The last thing I want to add to my little basket is a carrot. And so I've cut out these little triangle pieces from our Thanks felt, right from the A section where the H met the A and the N meant the A. There's this little section right here. And it made the perfect little carrot shape. For the top of the carrot, for the greens, I just used the fringe scissors and trimmed and then held on to some of the cardstock that was not cut to tuck that behind. And just kind of spread it out a little bit. And there I've got carrots on there, I've got my eggs, and now I have a fun little basket to give treats in. Okay, so there's our little cute basket. Now we have traditional scrapbook pages next. For these pages, you're going to need a few extra supplies, things that we've already been using in the other projects. The extra large oval punch, the fringe scissors, some dimensionals, which you can get from past kits, some stamp pads from past kits, the Tangelo Twist, Blackberry Bliss Real Red, the ones that I just used on the box, possibly Whisper White. I haven't decided if I'm going to use that or not. And then for the 12 by 12 papers, Pool Party from the Subtles collection and Garden Green from the Regals collection, in addition to the pieces from the kit. All right, let's first cut our grass. Now, if you are pretty talented with the scissors or you like to freehand, you can draw like a curvy hill, but I'm going to show you a quick way to get a look for your grass where it doesn't take too much effort. So you're just going to angle it into your cutter. See, it's not straight in there. I'm just going to do a quick angle cut. Then you're also, while you have the paper cutter out, you're going to cut some of the accordion card into photo mats, so places where your photos will go. And I'm just going to follow the folds, the creases that are already in the card. that. So here are different size photo mats that way. So here are some of the steps that I took to make these pages. You're going to cut your grass strips with the fringe scissors. And on the front piece, because I have, again, 2 layers of grass on each page, on the front piece, I just cut about halfway down all the way. See how easy these fringe scissors are? You'll want some. I used to do this grass look with regular snips, and oh my gosh, it was painful. Okay, see how fast that is? So you'll do that, and then you'll punch out a bunch of ovals. Notice this says wide oval. That's what it used to be called. It's the extra large oval punch, and you're going to punch out ovals with one of your accordion cards. You'll do a bunch of those. Those are going to become clouds. And then with your stamps, again, you're going to stamp a bunch of eggs. So I've already done that. And again, I've used the 3 extra stamp pads from my past paper pumpkin kit. So I've got all these eggs ready to go. And then with the twine, you're going to tie a couple little bows because we're going to add some more carrots. Let's check out what we've got. It's coming together. I've got the white backgrounds for photos. I've got clouds that I created with the punched out ovals, and of course my eggs are going to sit in the grass here, but what I did, I'm just showing you that I put adhesive just on the part that is not trimmed with the fringe scissors, and that way I can still tuck my eggs in behind the grass. And now we're going to add our carrots. Don't they look fun? I love it. Easter pages are so much fun. Okay, now we're going to add the carrots. So again, the little felt pieces that are between the H, let's see if I can peel that up, between the H and the A are where your ideal carrot shapes are. You're just going to take your snips, and I've already snipped at the bottom, snip at the top, and then you're going to add some more fringe. So just a scrap of the garden green cardstock. Tuck that behind. And there we have our carrots for the Easter Bunny so that he can have a treat when he delivers all of his eggs. The last thing that I want to put on here are banners. And again, just grab your scraps. It's kind of like dimensionals. You don't want to waste this stuff, so use it all. And they are complete. I added the little banners up here, different sizes, different widths, different heights. I put a little bow up there with the twine. All the eggs are in the grass. The carrots are down here with little bows on them. The clouds have a few dimensionals on them. I never did end up using that white. I was thinking for the clouds I might, sponge a little white behind it, but you really don't need to have any more than that. I think it's perfect. So now I have some Easter pages for this coming spring for my boys, because I scrapbook. And now let's go over all the things that I've made with this paper pumpkin kit on videos 1 and 2. We have the traditional pages done with the Easter eggs. We have the thank you card. We have the little Easter bunny treat basket bag thingy with eggs all over it. We have our stitched booklet, little journal. We of course have little mini note cards. We have the black and white version of the card that you make with that kit. Then we did some fun things with the felt, like putting them on the bottom of rocks so that when they're put on top of my piano, they don't scratch the piano. And of course our stamps that we made with the leftover felt pieces. We have our Project Life page done with that bouquet technique. Oops, it goes this way. And we also made our little crayon box closing box of pictures. And again, these would be great for putting class photo size photos in. So if you have a teenager or a young kid who's doing the paper pumpkin kits, just attach 2 of those together. This is awesome for that. And of course, then we have what you're supposed to make with the kit, the card and the box. So thank you for watching. It builds creativity to think outside the box. Be sure to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe so that you can catch more paper pumpkin videos that I've shared using past kits and more that I'll share with future kits. Also be sure to visit my blog at stampyourartout.com so you can view close-up photos of these projects and see photos of other past paper pumpkin kit ideas. Then to see some exclusive project ideas, get your paper pumpkin started with me. I hope you all enjoyed this video tutorial. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.